Hello, hello, everybody. It is Sunday, 2 November 2025. And that's right, I am setting up for Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday Night Edition, where we have comedy, politics, and mayhem. Hope everybody's great and had a great weekend. I'm about to take and get us up and rolling here real shortly. And have a great week planned ahead. Looking forward to what we have and what's going on and what will be. Hopefully, we'll hear some really good stuff later on. And some funny stuff as well from John and the crew. So sit back, everybody, and while I take and get everything connected, and we'll get it going. Dev Gaming and D Live, appreciate you. Trying to get everything up and rolling for us. Making sure that the connections are good to go before we really get going. Let me kick us off and get things going with a little bit of pre-show with Censorship Sucks. I'm going to connect them up in just a sec. Get where's our
How you doing?
pretty good after the sneeze. How you doing tonight?
Doing all right. Okay, we got a David Hogboy in here now.
Yep. Hey, it's David Hogg.
What's going on,
Hard
the
to
Hog
believe.
Buddy?
Oh, not much.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
You
Just
sound
gotta
like you're a little
find
tired.
Yeah, it's like somebody stole an hour from me.
Yeah.
Yep. I was up at 2 a.m. time traveling.
Time traveling across the universe.
I didn't even know it happened last night, right? I've seen like one reference to it, and I just thought it was talking about something coming up in a week or two.
Yeah. Well, you guys don't participate, right?
Yeah, but it makes it worse, right?
Yeah, because then you have no idea. It's like, why is everybody an hour off?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I show up and my alarm goes off on my phone, so I'm sitting there waiting, and then I'm like, all right, what time is it in New York? And it's like 7:30. I'm like, okay, that happened.
Yeah, it just makes it more confusing.
Yeah, it'll be nice if just no one, uses it.
Yeah, they either all have to do it, or they all have to not do it. But when,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Mountain Time is hard enough to figure out.
I like that we don't do it, though, because I don't want the sun to go down an hour early now. It just makes no sense.
Right.
Why in the hell would you want it to get darker earlier?
Yep. I mean, Elton John sang about that, didn't he?
A candle in the wind?
Nah, no, don't let the sun go down on me.
Oh, don't let your sun go down on me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the dark sun, the black sun. Yeah, that's something else. That's about that, like Satan rising, and also what's the other thing?
Not to be confused with the asshole sun.
Yeah, the sun in the center of the earth, that the dark sun.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
How goes it,
boy.
Hey, Doc, how's it going, buddy?
Pretty good, pretty good. How's my audio levels on your end?
You're coming in nice and clean. Everybody's coming in good.
Good. Oh, not too much. Losing more on gambling on football, but fortunately enough, I don't have much more to lose in my gambling for this season pot, so I can't lose much more than that.
Now, don't have all your fun at once.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep making my amount I bet every week smaller and smaller as I keep sucking this year. Coming back into the NFL after not watching it for 10 years was not the best time to start trying to gamble on sports, probably. But
well, you could have probably tokenized it.
I do it on blockchain, so I don't have to give my identity or any of that nonsense. I do it that way. I don't like having to go through all the gambling, signing up for it and giving your ID and all that BS. That's stuff's nonsense.
Right. Plus, on the blockchain, it's like play money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not real. It's on the blockchain. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's play money.
Did you guys hear the story coming out of Oregon about the lady who there's a politician who was arrested for some fraud and then just up and disappeared, went to crossing Mexico and went into Europe? Oh yeah, this I'll send you. It's an interesting little story. Her name's what is it? Fireside, I think.
And let me guess, she's a Democrat.
Oh yes, yes. And she was a county commissioner, and she took off with her son and fled to Mexico, used fake passports from Austria, which apparently are the real ones are hard to get, so they have to be fake, and flew to Amsterdam. And she's hiding out in Amsterdam over some fraud charges.
Wow.
Yeah. Apparently she's connected to a couple different corruption things going on here in Oregon, and she needed to go away.
Well, the lady in Elgin hasn't fled the country yet, but I guess they're looking for $10 million, and they want to do an audit, and her response is, no, we can't go back. We just have to move forward.
Yeah.
Classic. That's classic. That's
we just have to move forward. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like, what? No. You broke the law.
Yeah. Oh, no, we can't.
No,
you're
looking back. Let's look forward. We need to look forward.
Yeah, sometime after that 10 million disappeared.
Oh, man. It was a funny article.
So many crooks become politicians. It's kind of...
Mm-hmm.
It kind of makes you wonder, like, should we just get rid of the government, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. At least stop paying them when we're shut down,
Yes. I mean, something. Give us the option. Be like, let us vote with our money. If you're doing a good job, you'll keep getting your tax money. If not, we turn it off.
If the government's closed, why are you still getting paid?
Right?
Are you truly our government? Are you something different? Where's your funding coming from?
Yeah. Makes you wonder.
Yep. Can't pay the military, but we can pay the worthless politicians.
Oh, yeah.
And then they vote themselves raises.
Did you see the judge in the SNAP food stamp case try to tell Trump, oh, yeah, you have to give people their food stamps? Like, but I'm not allowed to legally.
Right,
No.
and there's not enough,
Yeah.
but it basically was told, well, just figure it out. Yeah.
It's like it's the
You know,
same thing. It's like
I want you to come in here on
Mhm.
Monday and tell me what you figured out. We don't care if there's
Yeah,
not
so-
enough.
Sit down with our lawyers, and explain to them how this is legal, and we'll do it.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like insane. These people are insane. Like, and they're all these crazy Democrats, and they're appointed. They're basically activist judges.
Right.
Like, they're tearing little bits and pieces of the country apart at a time, and it's probably been the most successful that they've been at slowing Trump down in this second term. Is all this nonsense?
Yeah, because you have to wait, and then it's got to go to the Supreme Court, and usually the Supreme Court overturns it. But all this time when something needed to be done, nothing got done because of that judge.
Yep, and then that hurts his public opinion in certain areas, and it's a really nasty game they're playing. I really hope he puts some of them in jail. I really do.
Yeah.
Not even sure what to start with tonight.
Trump on 60 Minutes.
I am having a hell of a time getting
I don't have any clips from that up,
live.
Okay.
but I did see that what they tried to bait him into like saying what he was going to do to Russia or something, or to China.
Yeah.
Like,
What's your war plan? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, 60 Minutes is the place to talk about that. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Mark, you struggling over there?
Yeah, with BitChute. I don't know what the hell, maybe, all this connectivity stuff that's been going on for the past few weeks and that is still out there affecting us.
Still recovering from the Amazon web servers being down.
Yeah, I think that might be part of it.
That was pretty wild. All those servers got. That's really gotta make Amazon not too happy.
Yeah, well, it should be a wake-up call to everyone that cloud computing, it's someone else's computer. So
Yeah.
Right?
that's all it is. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no actual cloud involved.
Yeah, exactly. It's just someone else's computer. That's, it's on the cloud. You mean it's on someone else's computer that you have no control over. Got it. At least if you put a copy on a USB stick, you're responsible for it,
Right.
If it ends up in the washing machine, that was on you,
Bunch of crypto projects that run on various blockchains had their servers on AWS and went down, and it was a big to-do in the crypto space because you could tell who was really decentralized and who was just saying they were decentralized when that happened.
We're decentralized via Amazon Web Services.
Yeah.
The problem is it's cheap server space, and so people use them.
Yep, it's true.
But it wouldn't take much to bring down the internet, as you can see if you go to Cripple Commerce.
That's why I'm a big supporter of what Rumble does. Like, it's really huge that they started offering cloud computing services and doing their own servers.
Right.
That was a huge deal. They need more competition in that realm. But hopefully this antitrust lawsuit that just came down will help push that in the direction. Looks like Amazon, the advertising, something to do with the advertising, they might have to break up certain parts of their companies because of advertising monopolies. Something
right, like all the AT&T Ma Bell crap that happened in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yep.
That definitely needs to happen here real soon with Amazon and Google, Alphabet, and Bear.
I think it was Alphabet
Monsanto
was the one that. I can't remember if it was Google does the ad services. Is Google the one that has ad services? It might have been Google, not Amazon.
Google
I can't remember between the two.
Yeah, Google ad service. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically they were controlling the whole ad market because of how much share they had, and so the court case was like, "Nah, you guys, that's not going to be able to happen anymore. We're going to have to figure out a solution to this." Which, hopefully, that means that they break off YouTube from them. That would be nice.
I think that would be an awesome thing if it had to be on its own, and maybe maybe Elon will buy that if it goes on the chopping block.
Right.
I wish Elon would have bought Skype. I really do.
I think YouTube will probably generate somewhere in the same level of as TikTok, I would imagine, because they have some serious deals that go along with their streaming services. So
right,
they have some huge value.
Of course, now they're in a fight with Disney, so YouTube TV may lose ESPN and all sorts of stuff.
ABC,
ABC. Yep.
Yeah.
If you're cutting a check to YouTube every month, you're doing it wrong.
This is what I'm saying.
You're stealing it wrong. Yeah.
You're stealing it wrong.
You're just doing it wrong, man.
It is the pirate's life for me, is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I'm not saying I did this, but I used to like that pirate torrent place.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I did that. I'm not saying I did that at all.
Of course
not.
Only in Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. I torrent in Minecraft. Yep. So you know that AI music generator, Udio, like my favorite, the one I pay for?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently they've signed a deal with Universal Music Group, and as of Thursday morning, they locked everybody out of their music. They can't download it or anything.
Why?
They've changed the terms of service, so you no longer own your songs, and they're going to basically revamp the entire thing. So you'll now be able to remix your favorite songs from your favorite artists, but you can't download it. It has to stay on the platforms. You can't share it. You can't stream it.
My God, that's
so.
Crash their AI model.
Yes, it's the end of an era.
Yeah.
Yep. But you can cry about it being gone, or you can celebrate that it even happened. So
it's true. It's true.
Yep.
There'll be there's always going to be pirate stuff out there, though. Unfortunately, that you can't stop at this point.
They've fingerprinted it now, so if you do it, it'll be fingerprinted. However, they have decided that starting Monday at 10 o'clock Central Time, you have 48 hours to download anything that you created before Thursday.
So there will be a massive
48-hour window to download years worth of work. Yeah.
That sounds,
Isn't that nice?
Those servers are going to be humming, huh?
That sounds like what happened on 10-Deck when 10-Deck went down for storage. I used to use 10-Deck at one time to store shows. Oh my God. I still have shows on archives that have the tags with the 10-Deck on it. But 10-Deck went under because of copyright stuff in Europe.
Right.
Yep.
Well, expect Udio to be gone pretty soon.
Yep.
Yeah. I canceled my membership, but I paid up for a full year, so I'm screwed. Unless there's like a class action lawsuit, which may happen. You never know.
Yeah,
they can still go on there and mix your favorite songs.
Exactly. Because you guys know how much I wanted to remix Taylor Swift songs, and then not to be able to put them on, the internet and share them and mock them, Yeah,
the creative process is only satisfied once it's shared with others.
Exactly. And the problem is, all the others kind of suck. So Udio was the best.
Man,
because
I've been sneezing up a storm tonight. I don't know. I mean, it just started like
it's
a little
all that
bit
rain
before the show.
and the pollen.
Could be both. We we did clean the room today, and
Yeah.
so,
It
so
could be that
probably
the
kicked some
cocaine is
dust
cut with
up.
baby laxative. It's
What?
the cocaine cut with baby laxative. That's what it is.
No.
Yep.
That does happen occasionally.
Yep. When you did the first line, did you have to poop?
Oh
That's
my
usually a
God.
good indicator that it's got baby laxative in there.
No, but I
Okay.
think I left my lighter outside.
I got another one you can use for now.
Okay.
'Cause I don't want to. So I'm actually about to walk in my room and lay down for bed.
Okay. That was my son Alex, and not the monkey.
That wasn't the talking
either.
monkey? Okay,
That
I'm about to
was
say.
not the funky monkey that does
Okay.
taxes. All right.
All right.
I would love to learn Texas and be a primate.
Thank you.
No problem.
So y'all heard a truckload of Willie's monkeys wrecked again, right?
I did hear
Oh,
about
the
that.
hepatitis C
Yeah.
COVID monkeys?
Yeah, exactly. Did they ever get that last one? Because one of them, there was like no
I don't
report
know.
on what happened to it.
Outbreak. Remember that
Exactly.
movie, Outbreak?
I do.
It's a great movie.
Yep.
They say is that the monkey's name is Alex.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
The smart one that
closer to,
evades capture.
probably closer
Yup.
to Willie, Slick Willie. I posted a link for the show earlier today to Willie, and he goes, "It's not working." I said, "We're not on air yet. We're not on air yet."
That's funny.
I'm like, "We're not on air yet." I'm
He
like,
takes this whole time zone shift to another dimension, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm waiting, because it's
Yeah.
going to take, for every 5 minutes of this time shift change, it's going to take a week to take and get him fixed.
Yep. Hey!
Yeah, we used to joke that when he did the times the fall back, he fell it back 15 minutes every week for 4 weeks.
Yeah, to get used to it. That's the trick.
To ease into it.
Yep, ease into it slowly.
It's a shock to the system to, it's like
Yeah.
flying to China and trying to, walk around in the middle of the day
Yep.
and be tired.
Yeah, and of course, then there's a time we all tried to get our watches in sync with them, and he got his circumcised.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he circumcised his watch. So I don't know what he's thinking.
Well, I mean, what does he have? 2 short hands now?
Exactly.
Ooh.
Oh, that's just not going to work out well.
Yeah, that and the leather on the band is a little bit shorter.
Well, that and also he tried to take and lift the pendulum up on the bottom, to shorten the time on when the days are getting shorter, and then try to yank it down when the days were getting longer. I don't know how that worked out for him, but I'm sure it didn't work out very good.
Yeah, I would think that would throw it off. I would think that would not work out well.
Now, are you sure it was a pendulum and not a penguin? I think he
You
shortened
got
a
me.
penguin. Yeah. Maybe it was a pangolin. You never know. And that's
Pangolin.
how we got COVID. Yep.
Yeah.
See, that's
Yep.
is he in China?
That
Yes.
time Willie shortened a pangolin to try to adjust the time. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It takes like 4 or 5 years for the truth to come out. So, we'll see.
Ain't that the truth?
Yep.
Well, they're related to the armadillo family, so
Yeah,
We-
which
we
have
don't-
leprosy.
yeah, we don't know how much cloning was done that
Yeah.
You coming in with us for tonight, David?
No, it's way past my bedtime. I tried to come in last Sunday, but right at around time to join, Mrs. Hogg had an issue, and so I missed that opportunity. And I'm like, oh, I'll just join the after show. So I sign in right after the show ends, just in time for you to hang up. And I guess and it's like nothing else started after that. It's like, oh, Oh, well, I guess there's no after show.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. Good night. Tell her to.
Well, that's good to know.
I just told her to go to bed. She's laying down.
Okay.
I think Yotivation should be probably a couple weeks out from coming back in. Hopefully sometime,
Yeah.
maybe during the holidays, we'll get some Yo.
She gets
Maybe she
nervous.
can email Aunt Mama Lou, too.
She got people staying with her, relatives this week now, all the time, and you name it.
I know.
Yeah.
She's become a little social little butterfly all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
How dare she have a life? Come on, man.
Remodeling the house, and geez.
Yeah.
I mean, I get tired reading her letters that she sends me about everything going on in her life. I'm like, how do you do it? All right, so let's start with the election stuff that's coming up this week, and then move on to the shutdown again. Talk some more about what's going on with that.
Okay.
Don't forget the demolishing of the ballroom.
Oh yeah,
Of the wing. Actually, you guys mentioned that last week. Never mind.
yeah. We talked about that.
Yeah, they're still upset.
I just hope the thing isn't some monstrosity that just dwarfs the actual White House.
Yeah, you know. It looks like a Mar-a-Lago, only 10 times larger.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be classic Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, taxpayers aren't paying for it, so.
You give me another 4 years, I'll do the same thing to the West Wing. It'll be beautiful.
There you go.
Tear the
Two
whole
big
thing
old
down.
wings.
Right. So when he campaigns for president again, it'll be 4 more wings.
Yeah. It's been pretty entertaining to listen to the people freak out over him, the 2028 thing. It's been pretty entertaining.
You know he's trolling, you know.
Oh, he is for sure.
Yeah.
boy,
But they get upset.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they tend to make worse decisions when they're upset. So I like them being upset on a regular basis.
Yeah. And besides, we all know 2028 is not for president. It's for king, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. That's why he declares himself king.
I don't even know why he'd hold an election. It's obvious everyone wants him to be the king.
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And only him. That's why they have the no more kings. Just him. Just Trump, no more kings. Just Trump. Yeah.
Oh, did you see they tried to claim there was like 7 to 20 million people out protesting? I was like, you guys are nuts. 1/8 of the country was not out protesting. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And they're using footage from years ago or from something else.
Yeah.
And there's no way they cut that many checks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they had a group would do a protest and like end it really quick, get on the bus, go to the next little town, do their protest. You know, I mean, it was like the same people being moved from place to place. So that way, you know, they could
They just shift who's in the front. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they just shift who's in front of the cameras at the time.
Yeah.
Yo was talking about how one of those came to her city and she was just hanging out the window screaming profanity.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Yotivation! If I knew you in real life, you'd probably embarrass the hell out of me. Like, really?
Yep. She got militant about the whole mask thing. So,
all right, guys, I'm going to end this one and bring us up right here again. And we'll start the show.
Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
All right, good hearing from you, David Hogg.
All right. Y'all have a good show.
All right. getting set up now. Well, that was the pre-show for the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. And now it's time for us to do the actual show. Right after the countdown, that is.
Wow.
That was quick.
Just in that little break there when I was away, I recalled a dream I had last night where I looked up and it was on the 30-minute mark, and I thought I'd missed the break,
Mm-hmm.
and then I realized it was Sunday night, and I was fine.
Yeah.
Weird dream.
Trying to get Doc in here, but, you know.
Oh, he's waiting in the lobby.
Where?
I'll do it.
I don't see him. Do not see him in the lobby at all.
Wait. Waiting in lobby, admit. And there you go.
Alrighty, thanks. Where's he?
Doc!
How goes it? How goes it?
I don't see you up on my screen. What is going on here?
Yeah?
I heard him for a second. Are you still there, Doc?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Odd. I do not see you up at all on the screen.
Oh,
That's
that's
weird.
crazy.
Welcome to the future.
It's because they stopped support for Windows 10, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh boy, insanity here. Insanity on the East Coast.
Yep, you're still not showing up. I don't know why at all on my end, Doc.
That's super weird.
It's like you're not even in the call.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I can hear you guys, and I'm showing up on my end.
Yeah, I hear you.
I do not see you at all.
That's weird.
I see you.
Get your stuff together, Microsoft. Come on.
That would be too easy. It says there's 3 people in the call, but it doesn't show the 3 people. At all. Doesn't show you as a participant. Anyways, you got 30 seconds. And here's your countdown. 5,
right.
4,
La 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 la.
3, 2, 1. And you are live and on the radio side for the first time tonight, right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday night edition for November 2nd, 2025. And last night was, daylight savings? Going to, fallback?
That is correct.
So,
that is correct.
Yeah, we changed our clocks, which means it just gets darker an hour earlier everywhere. Isn't that fantastic?
Always great. Always great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we don't need the sun for anything.
No. Such a silly thing. We should probably get... I'm a big fan of getting rid of daylight savings, but some people are not, you know.
Yeah, I'm 100% in favor of getting rid of it. See, I'm in Arizona where we don't do it. Well, most of the state doesn't. I think the Navajo Nation does. But it just confuses me because my alarm went off. I came into the room an hour ago and was like, where's everyone? And then asked AI, and they're like, yeah, it's, daylight savings. So, boom. That's always fun. So I had to ask it, what is the time in New York? Because that's what we go off. And all of a sudden I realized, okay, yeah, I noticed some article about it the other day, but I didn't, I just thought it was coming up soon or something. Because usually you see a few articles.
I haven't even really thought about it in years, probably since I lived in Arizona. But my phone changes automatically. And once it changes, all the other clocks in the house are wrong, so I just changed those. I don't even think about when it's coming up. That is the one nice thing of the instant cell phone change. You don't have to worry; it changes
Exactly.
for you.
Yeah, the cell phones, you have smartwatches, any of that kind of stuff. It just changes, and you never really know. You just wake up an hour early or whatever, you know.
Yep.
Sadly, though, most of the things that I do involved East Coast time zones, right? So with a lot of the work and the meetings and yada, 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 it changes everything for me. My whole life is kicked back an hour when we go into this because we don't recognize it here, but the rest of the country does. So,
Yep.
it kind of like, kicks everything back. I mean, think about it. If you're out here and you work like as a stockbroker, well, the market now, half the year, it opens up later in the day.
Yep.
Than it does in the summer, right? Like everything. So it's kind of interesting to not recognize it when the rest of the country does, I guess is what I'm getting at.
Especially if you have to do business with the places that do. I'm sure that makes it even more interesting, something that you have to deal with.
Yeah, like half the year you have to be at work at 9 in the morning. The other half of the year you don't have to get there till 10.
Yeah.
Right. It's just turns your whole world upside down. Everything you do is an hour later now.
Yep.
But anyway, we were talking about the East Coast, so let's talk about the elections. There's 3 big elections that are going down in this next week. All kinds of other things we could talk about, but really the big 3 are the mayor of New York City. Mamdani seems to have that cinched. Then we've got the governor of New Jersey and the governor of Virginia. And in Virginia, we also have that AG race, the attorney general there, who, Jay Jones, I think his name is, said all these horrible things, wanted to see his political opponents' children dying in their arms so they would rethink their policies, crazy stuff like that. So let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's Virginia. It's kind of a lost cause anyways, but Winsome Sears might pull one out there. Mamdani in New York is now talking about taxing any businesses that do business in New York as if they kind of are residents there. Whatever percentage of your work comes out of New York City, we're going to tax that like you are, a company that exists in New York City, even if you're in Miami. They don't care. And they're going to increase taxes significantly on all businesses in New York City. And if you try to move your company away to Florida or whatever, they're going to follow you right down there and keep taxing you.
Going to do the exit tax like California, right? Yeah.
It's
pretty crazy that these communists and socialists, they're outright just saying the quiet part out loud, really, that they're going to destroy the economy and that they're going to scare away all business. And New Yorkers should be terrified of what actually happens once he gets elected. They should be very scared, I think, in New York City.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm trying to think of the YouTuber who makes all the computer-based videos. He's really big on right to fix.
Yeah. Oh, I know who exactly you're talking about.
Yeah, he was in New York forever. Would always talk about real estate and all this kind of stuff. And then he moved to Texas because he's like, I've had it. And then I remember watching him for another year or two after that, open up more mail from New York and just going through it like, no, I'm not paying you. No, I don't live here. No. Like, just kind of laughing at throwing it right in the shredder.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like, and it's a lot of these blue areas have fleeing business anyway because of tax policy, because of crime, various things like that. Yeah, rents, lack of quality employees. So there is lots of reasons businesses are already leaving these areas. These socialist policies will only hasten the economic collapse. I think at some point, though, the financial people that run Wall Street should be thinking very seriously about, I don't know, setting this guy up like they have other people to get rid of him, like they did with Mayor Adams. I mean, I don't know. Like, at what point do they feel for their wallets? Because this guy's not. He's the real deal. He's a true believer in the globalist socialist scheme. So I don't know. It's kind of scary what's going to happen.
Yeah, here's a direct quote from him. Quote, "So the way that this tax works is it applies to any business doing business here. They can be located in Miami, but they're doing business in New York. It applies to them," Mamdani said.
Yeah, it's like how, I don't even know. Like I don't know how you would even operate something like that because the business out of all they have to do is be like, no, I'm not going to pay it. What are you going to do about it? Like, what are you going to send?
Yeah, sue me.
You're going to send soldiers down to collect the taxes in Florida? Like, I don't understand how they think they're going to operate this and how it's even going to hold up in courts, let alone, you know. But I think he's just saying whatever needs to be said to get elected, honestly.
Well, how's that getting you elected, man? That just sounds insane.
Well, it's the you know, silly, dumb young people that want to hear this kind of stuff that are going to vote for him.
Oh, well, yeah, you got it there. I've seen surveys out this week talking about how insanely popular socialism is with people under like 25 or 30. It's shocking.
On the
Way
right
more,
and the left.
Yeah, 2-1 in favor of socialism versus capitalism, which, it's just a frightening thought. You don't want to go down that road, folks, especially in America. If you want to try it in Canada, go for it. But not here. Not here. This is sacred soil. We do not mess with America. You don't mess with Texas. You don't mess with America. Go to Canada. Have at it. They'll love you.
Yeah, move up there. They're desperate for more tax cattle up there. Go on.
Yeah. I mean, they'll love you. It's great. They'll all for you every day of the week. It's more taxes. Let's go. Let's tax anybody that even looks at Canada. If you can find it on the map, that's a $100 tax.
Very true. Very true. But that's the thing. Like, if you look at any country that's done these socialist policies, and all of the stuff he talks about has been done somewhere before in some version, they've all collapsed in on themselves. They've all failed miserably. Look at South America. South America's had socialism on and off in every country down there for decade after decade after decade. And the only time that anybody ever gets wealthy down there is when they buck the socialism trend and go for some capitalism. It's the only time anybody makes money down there. I mean, it's China was dying. They were killing millions of people from starvation and various other things that were going on internally until they started bringing capitalism in special economic zones. Like the idea that socialism can save this city is just insanity. It's asking for destruction.
It is, man. And you mentioned the what is it? California had a tax like that. If you left the state, they would still be like, "Hey, we're coming after you because you owe us money." You know what I mean? You think you're just going to move to Nevada and stop paying, income tax and property tax here? Like, sorry.
Yeah. I think that got shut down, but they tried to do it anyway. I mean, it wasn't like they didn't plan on doing it for real. They wanted to do it. I just don't think they could get it passed into law.
I think what it is they did pass it into law and then they fought it in the courts. If I'm not mistaken, I remember there was a dude who literally lived in Vegas. He founded some like big tech company, sold it, and was like, "I'm out of here." And they just came after him for millions and millions of dollars afterwards. And he's like, "No, right? I'm not paying. So come get me."
Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, that rings a bell. Yeah.
Yeah, I do recall that case. It was a pretty big case, and I didn't recall necessarily that it ended with him winning, but I don't think they do that. I mean, look at Elon Musk. They would be going after him like crazy right now.
Right. Exactly. Right? Yeah.
Hey,
I think it was actually targeted at people like him because they wanted to threaten anybody who was trying to leave and force them to stay, basically.
Yeah. Like you can't just cash out your Silicon Valley money and move to Utah.
Yeah.
And trust me, they don't want you in Utah.
Well, they might up near Salt Lake, but not down south. That's for sure.
Maybe in the posh parts of Salt Lake. Yeah, maybe if you take up Mormonism, but that's another story for another day.
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother discussion. Yeah.
Yeah. If you really want to fit in,
Yep.
All right, so let's move on here a little bit. We had Elon Musk sat down with Joe Rogan the other day. Did you catch much of that?
I did. I watched about 2/3 of it, yeah, or listened to it.
Okay, yeah, pretty interesting stuff. I could play some clips in here, but I'd rather just read it. So they're talking about the amount of voters and payments and whatnot that are involved in the shutdown and what they stand to lose. So Elon Musk here, quote, that's what was happening. They were also giving out like debit cards with $10,000. So it's not just about Medicare. The Democrats mentioned Medicare because they're trying to prey on people's empathy as much as possible. And then they imagine, oh, wow, somebody has to desperately need a medical procedure. Shouldn't we maybe take care of them in that regard? But what they do is divert Medicaid funds and turn them into slush funds for the states that goes well beyond emergency medical care. New York and California would be bankrupt without the massive fraudulent federal payments that go to these states to pay for illegals, to create massive financial incentives for illegals. Joe Rogan, how would they be bankrupt because of that? Elon Musk, they wouldn't be able to balance their state budgets, and they can't issue currency like the Federal Reserve can. The scam level here is so staggering. There are hundreds of billions of dollars in transfer payments from the federal government to the states. The states self-report what those transfer payments numbers should be. So California, New York, and Illinois lie like crazy and say that these are legitimate payments. Well, these days, I think they're admitting that they literally want hundreds of billions of dollars for illegals, but for a while they tried to deny it. So you get these transfer payments for every government program you can't possibly think of. And these are self-reported by the states. I mean, he goes on, but he's really talking about how this is buying votes. It's them just paying people here. But basically, the American people won't vote for you, so guess what? We'll import people that will.
Well,
and we'll pay them well for it.
It also gives them proportionment in the House of Representatives, which gives them more seats to have people vote for. And then the cherry on top for them is most of them aren't actual citizens, so you don't actually have to worry about them voting against you. You can bribe them with some more money to come up. You can replace them with some people from some other country if they act up too much. That's the beauty of having a group of second-class citizens. Not only can they use them against the rest of America, but then they can use and abuse them for whatever else they need them for, whether it's cheap labor or anything else. I mean, everybody is getting, basically the short end of the stick, so a bunch of elites in California can live like aristocrats.
Yeah. And they can have their landscape, done for a much cheaper price on their, beautiful homes and yada, yada, yada. It's just if you're in the top end of the labor market, if you can afford a lot of labor around the house or whatever it be, and construction sites, you name it, then look what you got here. It's a gift, right? Yep. All kinds of people that are willing to work for a fraction of what you would have to pay someone who, grew up in the construction industry and knows it well and has all the tools in the whole 9 yards. They're going to want $50 an hour.
Yeah. Oh, and it goes all the way down to the guys digging ditches. You're not gonna pay Johnny from Santa Clara, $8 an hour to dig ditches. Johnny's gonna want at least $20 an hour to dig ditches. And so Juan, though, from Guadalajara, he'll do it for $8 an hour, and he won't complain. He'll work 16 hours a day or whatever
and send 5 of it back home to the family every day.
And then get food stamps and all the other stuff from the government to support it. Yep.
Yeah, it's really a giant scam, folks. Think of all the millionaires that are getting made, billionaires that are getting wealthy off of this flow of illegal, labor that they can exploit at will and, get rich off of it. It's just, and it's completely, everyone turns a blind eye to it. It's completely allowed, even though it seems totally unethical and immoral to have a second-class tier of citizens to the tune of, 30 million people in America today, maybe 20 million?
Some say as many as 40.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I mean, they said that 10 million number was being thrown around for like what, 20 years?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, there's probably more than that now. After Biden, they sort of had to, yeah, that's just in the last 4 years. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So, this shutdown is an interesting thing, and it all kind of ties back into that because a lot of the money that they're demanding, is what Elon Musk just described as slush fund money. It goes to NGOs. It goes wherever they want it to go.
Yep.
And yet they're willing to shut down everything to get it. Let's see. I'll dive into a few little things I can pull up here. Alan Dershowitz, of all people, is saying he's going to fight to block Democrats from government. Like, just fight up and down to stop Democrats from getting elected anymore after what's going on with this. He's just done with it. The warfare. I mean, he defended Trump legally as his lawyer. He defended Trump and ran out of modern society for doing it. For working as a lawyer for Donald Trump on one of his cases. I think in fact it was the impeachment case, if I'm not mistaken, was the big one, right?
I think.
And yeah, he just basically lost everybody, shunned him from life, and he's pissed. Guy's 87 years old, and he's pissed, and he's going full on anti-Democrat. He described himself not merely as independent, but as, quote, anti-Democrat, warning that the modern Democrat Party has become dangerous for Jews, for Israel, and to America itself. So, very interesting to see someone like Alan Dershowitz swallow that big of a red pill.
Well, when they come after you and your livelihood for doing your job that you've been doing for how many every year, 40, 50 years.
Like 87, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of, that'll shake you to your core. It will. But I think he's also been around enough to know that the level to which things are going is more resembling the communist socialist kind of movements of the early 1900s. And that is very dangerous, especially with the delicate situation that our economy is already in, with the debt that we're in. He kind of sees the writing on the wall that if the Democrats aren't stopped, they are completely infiltrated with both communists and wokeness, that they can't be allowed to get back into power. Trump's vision needs to be finished out with the Democrats being kept out of power for another 8 years at least, so they can rebuild themselves with some semblance of Americanism at their core.
Mamdani is, he's an open socialist. Many say communist, and he is sort of like in a really powerful role in the Democratic Party at this point forward. Very, very, he's like up there with Schumer and some of the most powerful people in the party because of his whacked out, crazy beliefs. And we talked about the, 40% of 25-year-olds think, socialism is good.
Yeah.
Preferable to capitalism. So think about the forces. Now we saw these, I want to say in Somalia, and I meant Minneapolis.
Same thing these days.
Yeah. Where everyone's giving political speeches in Somali.
Right. Yeah. Insanity.
Like, what percentage of the planet even speaks Somali?
Probably less than 1%, I would imagine.
And yet, 20-30% of Minneapolis, it seems?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's, there are little places like this all over America that we don't really talk about. The one up there in Michigan, Dearborn,
yep,
is another one. We have little conclaves of these various ethnic groups all over America from every war where we went over and blew a country up and then imported a half the refugees that we created and set them all in one community, didn't force integration. And now second and third generation of them are running the governments in those places. And we're like, oh, how did we lose America? What happened? It's so it's craziness. It does need to be stopped though, because it's clear that they've infiltrated the Democratic party and are now using it for their own purposes, whether it be to bring about Sharia law like they're trying to do up in Dearborn, or whether they're trying to use our laws to buy big old properties to build massive separate Sharia law
Texas.
cities down in Texas.
Yep.
With that stuff, that we got to put a stop to the Democrats being involved with them. And if we have to, have people like Dershowitz fight and spend his money and his resources and his time left on this earth doing that, well, then all the power to him.
Yeah. And it's amazing to see how the, modern woke left is so intertwined with Islam. How they've just taken them on as best friends when it just shows a level of stunning ignorance for the long run.
Yeah, it's the Green-Red Alliance. It's pretty much been that way for the last since the early 2000s. They've kind of embraced the idea of like the real hardcore left embraced the idea of Islam as a persecuted group because of 2001 9/11 attacks and the way some Islamic people were treated in this country, which some was fair, some wasn't. Whatever, that's not here nor there. But the idea that like that kind of got ingrained into like Islam being a suppressed or repressed group in America and in the world when they make up like the second largest religion, it's kind of
there's over 1 billion of them. I mean, in Indonesia alone, I think there's 1 billion of them.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it was a very odd mixture that doesn't make sense to the right because we use logic, but on the left, they're all about power, and it makes a lot of sense to align yourself with radicals if you're on the left.
I guess it's just one of those things that's not going to work out well for them in the long run. I mean, Mamdani claims, and it's amazing to watch, Mamdani, Mad Manny, this crazy guy who's about to take over New York City, aligning himself, saying, we need to get rid of the police because they are a threat to the trans and, gay communities, right? He in his heart, he doesn't believe that. If he's a true practicing Muslim, that's just not how it works. What he really wants is to get rid of the cops so that America can fall, so that New York City can become a shell of what it once was.
Yep.
And that's how you Howard and Piven. You got to tear the whole thing down before you can build it back up again.
Yeah,
and he understands that completely.
Yeah, and I think that's his job. I think that's why he was put into the position to be the next mayor of New York City. I think his job is very much to enact the globalist destruction plan for the financial markets of America, which rest in the heart of New York City.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's insane. New York City is just such an incredible place. It really is. I mean, I haven't been there in a long time, but boy, I did spend a lot of my life there. Probably maybe 2.5 months maybe in total through my whole life in New York City. And the energy, just so much about it, it can't be found anywhere else. And would just be a shame to see that, go back to what it was, say, before Giuliani,
See something like the 70s happen again in New York City would be devastating. It would, I lived right outside of New York City, growing up in Pennsylvania. Like 2.5, 3 hours you could drive to the city on a slow day, if there wasn't too much traffic. But it was in the 90s. It was like a glorious place to go through 95, 96, 97, 98. It was an amazing place. And then once 9/11 happened, nobody really went to New York City, at least out of my group anymore. Everybody kind of started going towards Virginia, but I noticed it's just never recovered from that tragedy fully. Whether it's the impact to this, like the culture of the city, or if it was the way that the city kind of nobody trusts anybody anymore. I don't know what it is, but it seemed like the city never fully recovered from that.
I remember reading an article and it blew my mind that New York lost as much office space on 9/11 as the entire city of Atlanta had at the time.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. And, you think about it, it's 7 buildings or whatever, but they're just massive, massive. I mean, the Twin Towers were huge, cities unto themselves, really. So yeah, I could see that kind of a hit, and it took them forever and a year to build it back. I mean, it just took them a decade at least, 15 years to build it back. I mean, it was insane how long that took.
And so many people's lives were impacted directly by it. It was just yeah.
And a good friend of mine in New York who used to, like 6 months before this, was working in the trade towers, and it shook him up. It didn't take him long to get to Florida.
Yeah, no, I could not imagine that it would, if especially if you were there at that in the business district when it happened.
Yeah,
seeing it happen live. I mean, just seeing it happen on TV shook a bunch of people. I can only imagine what being at ground level was like.
Oh yeah. I mean, anyway, now after 9/11, 25 years later, look at us now. Look what they've done.
Yeah.
Never thought it would have been possible, but hey, it's the woke world, man. It's a clown world. Anything's possible, right?
It's true. It's true. You got it's a post-truth reality, as the great Shane Cashman from Timcast has said.
Mm-hmm. So, God, it's funny you associate him with Timcast rather than what is it? Ameritunes, or what's his show? What's his channel?
Oh, Shane's Inverted World. Yeah, Shane Cashman, not Seamus. Shane Cashman is the writer that works with Timcast. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, my bad. Let's go down to Africa. I mean, we talked about this a little bit before. You've got Sudan, Nigeria, got seeing people being slaughtered, Christians specifically being slaughtered.
You're breaking up, buddy.
Village after village. Am I?
Okay. You were. No, you're not.
Then I'll just keep talking. Village after village being, slaughtered. Going into churches on Sunday and just killing everyone inside. And it's been happening for decades, but now it's really starting to get the attention of everyone because, this is an actual genocide.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, wasn't it?
And Trump.
Bill Maher kind of brought it to everybody's attention, wasn't it? That kind of brought it out into the zeitgeist.
Yeah. But I mean, again, this is just a slow creep of Islam across Africa that's been happening for centuries.
Yep.
And it's been happening in the same way, under the same conditions, from country to country to country to country, starting with the Middle East itself, where they either, converted or kicked out all the Christians and all the Jews, and now they're Muslim countries.
Yeah.
Trump put his foot down and said, look, if this doesn't end, especially with regards to Nigeria, we will go in swiftly and put an end to it. What that exactly means, I don't know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't know, man. I really hate that Christians are getting killed. It's a terrible thing. All genocide is a bad thing. I don't want to, but I think this is a job for the Christian church to hire some people to go down there and protect their people. This is not the job of the United States of America when we are in how many other invasion, occupation situations right now? This is one of those things that America has for years and years and years ignored, and now we want to get involved for what? I mean, more than likely, this kind of move across North Africa again by Islam would have never happened if we wouldn't have taken out Gaddafi. If he would have remained in power, he was a strong man, not a great guy, but he was a capitalist and secular, and he wanted to create an African currency and movement to stop the violence. He wanted to bring the continent together. Now, whether or not you believe him or not, it was getting rid of him opened up for control of the slave markets, and all of that stuff opened back up in North Africa again after he was taken out. So, I mean, I don't think more fooling around there is good for us.
No, and it's a even Nigeria alone is huge. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I'm just off the top of my head, I would think it's easily comparable to Texas. You know, big place and very dense. And much of it is very dense. And so, what are you going to do? You're not going to go in ground troops there. It'd have to be all done by the air. What, just drones going in and bombing people? Wouldn't be
Yeah,
a good look.
no,
But
and we're doing it in 2 African countries already.
hmm I mean, if you get it, like, here's them moving in on this village. Here's them trying to slaughter these people. Here's our drones coming in and shooting, pinpoint shooting the people that are still, and here's everyone else running away. Okay, I see drone footage like that. I'm like, okay, you just stopped a massacre in its path, but that's not what it's going to look like.
No, that will not.
Sadly.
Yeah. I mean, we could always do what we did for various other groups that we wanted to support. We could sell guns to the church, and the church could give them to the missionaries in Nigeria and let them fight it out and try to survive. But even
Yeah.
that's just playing around. That I think the churches and some of the Islamic leaders from the Middle East, and maybe some of the other leaders from Africa, need to get together and deal with this as Africans, and rather than
hmm
expect America to come in and save everybody. I mean, it's terrible that Christians are getting killed. Maybe we should talk about giving more Christians asylum rather than, I don't know, but military action is not going to help. It's not going to help.
Yeah, and I wish, Africa would do something about this, but they never have. And why would they start now? And who there would
Right.
do it, right? Can they
Yeah.
put together some sort of a coalition of, countries and, build a continental army?
Yeah. I mean, the rest of the globe
And,
wouldn't like that very much, I don't think.
No.
No.
It might make some European powers a little bit, twitchy to Italy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah. Spain might get a little upset. Yeah.
Yeah, what are you guys doing down there? That's quite an army you got going.
We've seen this one before, guys.
Uh-huh. It's like, yeah, we see you start putting boats in those waters, and we're blowing them up right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny. They talk about how, if you think about it, Africa and Europe, the streets, they've been talking about putting a bridge over that for years,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But there isn't one. And they see how complicated and expensive. But if they really wanted it, they did the channel, to England. And, North America and South America as well don't have a road, the Darien Gap. There's that, plot of land in southern Panama that you just can't build a road through, I'm told.
Well, they almost got one finished while they were using a bunch of the Biden money that was being sent down there for the immigrants. They were using a bunch of that to pay Chinese workers to build a big old bridge and road down there. But that stopped when Trump got elected. It's like it's just a dead project now. There's just half a bridge built.
And, a lot of that is because of, cattle and stuff like that. They don't necessarily want livestock and things along those lines traveling between continents.
Right.
All kinds of things, bugs, you name it. You start introducing African, insects into Spain, and you could have a real problem on your hand.
Well, then you have it in the immigrant situation too. I mean, you have a bridge across the peninsula now. Along the boats are useless; they can just walk.
Yeah, get on a bike.
Yeah.
Or moped, and you're over there in 15 minutes.
I'm sure somebody will start up a business with a van and load them up.
But yeah, you picture that Continental Army in Africa just marching across that thing, and wouldn't be pretty.
No.
But anyway, since we're over in Europe anyway, let's talk about the dystopia going on in the UK. It seems like you can't spend a day or two without looking at the news and hearing about another rape, another murder, another stabbing. Last night it was a dozen people were stabbed on a train in Huntingdon. And it was a dude who, pulled out a knife, He started out saying it was 2 guys, but then they let one go after it was all said and done. So one guy apparently stabbed 10 people, a couple of them in critical condition, you name it. But it's just another day in London, Stan, you know?
Yeah, it's. I heard or read. I'm sorry, I didn't listen to the guy say it, but I read where a guy was like typing out his wrote kind of like an article or whatever about his experience. He was on the train while it was happening, and it was him and another guy that were standing next to him as it was happening, were desperately looking for anything they could find to use as a weapon, because you're not allowed to carry any weapons of legal weapons to protect yourself in England. No mace, nothing like that. And so the one guy had a bottle of an old Jack Daniels bottle, and he had nothing, and he was terrified that he was going to die. And I'm like, how, they're putting people in prison for memes, that people are getting stabbed to death on trains, people are getting run over and by cars and parades. Like, and again, we have the same things going on here, but there it just seems like they were unable to get the government on their side in any way. And it's so terrifying. I'm really concerned that England is going to completely fall into chaos.
It's getting there. It really is. We got to go to break in about a minute. If we had more time, I would play it now. But when we come back, I'll play a clip of this woman calling into a kind of like a C-SPAN sort of a show in the UK and just being devastated. It's really affecting people's lives.
It's
and it's all over Europe too. Like, women can't go out at night anymore unless they're with a man. Even in the afternoon in the wrong neighborhood. We've seen videos and videos and videos of just, you're walking down the street, middle of the day, and some dude just latches onto you and will follow you for like 3 blocks. Sometimes they talk and say disgusting things. Other times they just stare. But it's creepy. And it's just not a civilized society. You can't have that. People can't feel free to go around and act in such deviant, weird ways. When rape is all the way through the moon, you name it. It's just, it's getting really bad. You know, there's big parts of London you just don't pull out your phone because someone will come by on a moped and snag it. On and on and on and on. They, stop wearing nice watches. You have a really nice $50,000 watch, forget about it. You're never going to wear that thing again in public. But folks, we've got to go to break. When we come back, we'll diss on the UK some more and really drive the knife through their heart and let them know that they are a failed nation. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We'll be right back after this.
All right, we are on radio break.
Did you guys like that outro?
That was a good one.
This is a 5-minute break.
5 minute.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Do me a favor, hang up, and then try to come back so I can get you back into the call. Because you're not showing up on my end at all, and that's it. People can't tell when you're talking, unless they're listening.
It's on the radio.
Yeah, well, on the radio they can, but on the video platforms, it just looks like you and I are just not even talking at all when he's talking, because nothing lights up.
It's weird doing this an hour later, man.
Yeah. It was really weird
last
night.
Get used to the winter schedule.
It was really weird last night when I was getting ready to go to bed, and I'm like, hold on. It's too early. I have to wait, to take my medicine and that. I'm like, okay. So I waited. Man. But boy, when I woke up this morning, I felt so rested. There you are. Now you're back, Doc. Now I can see you. I don't know what happened before.
I remember this was always a fun night back in Chicago in the bars because, 2 o'clock could be last call.
Yeah.
But then at 2 o'clock, you'd set your watch back an hour.
And then it's 2 o'clock again.
Yeah, everyone would cheer. You know, we'd get right up and have count down to 2 a.m. and then cheer, and we get a free hour of out at the bar. You know,
Drinks, yeah. Had some friends that did that last night. Yeah. Or was it the night before? No, it was last night, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Great conspiracy in the Kick Chat and restreaming as well. Thank you, Kick. Great conspiracy, and got Ghost Z's in there and Kick Chat. Who else we got in there? We got all sorts of other folks in there. Levy Pie. Millennial Baby. Oh, yeah. In the Kick Chat. DP Mudasucker and Pico Rocks. Kick Chat.
Yeah, this the clip you're gonna play. I couldn't think of the word there for a minute. The clip you're gonna
The
play
click.
is it's devastating. Like it's just it's such an indictment of the politicians in England, but it's also so sad. It's
Yeah, we
I
can't
heard-
just
I-
say that
I heard it.
I found this on YouTube either, guys. We gotta, you know,
Politicians of every government,
Hey,
from Tony Blair,
this is where I got it
responsible
from.
for the-
You know, so and so
Yeah.
news or whatever.
Is that 146? This one up here is.
Oh, I live in the borough right next to Hillingdon.
Yep.
And I moved into my house in 2009.
Yeah, that's the one right there. What actual channel is this, by the way?
is that GBN?
Wonder. I think so.
Let me pull. I'll check it real quick.
$30 guys. 30 seconds. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Look out, cats, dogs, and kids, because here is your countdown. 3, 2, 1, and you're live right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show for Sunday night, November 2nd, 2025. And as promised, when we come back here, I was going to play a clip from GB News here. This is a caller that they came in during the talk section of the show where they, you know, it's like C-SPAN. This is a woman in the UK under Keir Starmer talking about what life is like for her.
Oh, I live in the borough right next to Hillingdon.
Yep.
And I moved into my house in 2019. My local shop, there's been 3 stabbings, 1 murder since then.
Wow.
My friend was murdered last year up on the high street. No, I know was murdered in Southall Park. The government are failing us. I'm so scared for my children. I have a 22-year-old son, and I'm begging him to move out of the country.
Oh my goodness, I feel for you.
What are these politicians doing to us? They're putting our children in so much danger. They're putting everyone in danger, and they're not doing nothing to help us.
And that's the thing a lot of us feel. That, you know, how many is too many?
They're pushing us to do something that we don't want to do. We are peaceful people. British people never vote against their government.
Yeah.
They're going to push us through it because they're not listening to us. Our friends, our family are dying. I had a cousin murdered 20 years ago who was stabbed to death, and nothing has changed, Julia.
I'm so sorry, Sarah. I'm sure I speak for everyone listening, watching right now. My heart goes out to you, and that's the reality.
I don't leave the house without a man.
You're that worried.
So everyone I know is getting stabbed.
I'm trying.
They get raped in parks. This is where I live, not where the politicians live.
Do you think that's part of the issue, that they don't live in the real world?
Yes, Dharma, if you're listening to this, please do something. I'm petrified. I've never broken the law in my life. I've been a law-abiding citizen. I've been a civil servant. Please.
Wow. You know, she goes on a little bit more, but that's the meat of it.
Yeah.
Whew. That's somebody who's scared to death in her own home.
And it's a lot of people will think that she's scared to death of the stabbings and the things like that, and certainly she is, but what she's really terrified of is that her country is going to tear itself apart because the government isn't doing its job protecting its citizens. She's afraid she's going to lose her country, she's going to lose her family, she's already lost friends, and she's speaking for a large swath of the population in England and all across Europe.
She is. You bet your bottom dollar she's speaking for a lot of people. They've just seen, you know, younger kids growing up in this, they don't understand how it wasn't always like that. You know, you hear a woman of that age, I mean, she remembers back to like probably, you know, just post World War II eras, you know, the 50s and 60s, where England was night and day from what it is today. Absolutely a British country full of, you know, British people. The whole thing, top to bottom, full of British people. You go to any corner, more British people. Today,
London was a relatively safe city to be in. It wasn't like going to, you know, like Amsterdam was known as the rough city, or you know, like it was, London was safe. It was a place where as long as you didn't go to that one neighborhood, you're not going to get robbed. Your phone isn't going to get stolen. You can catch a cab and go to all the tourist spots, and it's going to be a great time. That is not the case anymore.
Just stay away from, you know, this general area over here. There's a lot of hooligans and whatnot over there. And if you want to go get in a fight, you can go over there and get in a fight. It'll be a fun time. But if you don't want to get in a fight with somebody, don't go over there.
Yeah, right.
But, you know, anyway. But Sir Kiastama. I called it when I penned that name for him. Sir Kiastama. It's just the first time I heard it, I'm like, this sounds like some authoritarian German. It doesn't sound like a Britishman.
It's very true. It's funny how names kind of tend to fit personalities, especially in politicians. It does tend to drive them. At least it seems to fit their drives. The thing that really terrifies me about a guy like Stammer is that he's really just a minion. He really shouldn't be in charge of anything. And he's been given the keys to this once great nation. And, you know, these banker elites that are trying to suck all the money out of England and move it to Dubai so they can change the monetary system or whatever the crazy nonsense they're trying to do, are really just, they just put a middle manager in charge. And it's so devastating for the British people, because he doesn't care about them. He couldn't care about them. He doesn't know how to. All he knows how to do is look at charts and numbers, you know, line go up or line go down. That's all he understands.
Yeah. And, you know, I keep saying this, that England has a king, y'all, right? It's got a king. And he doesn't just sit on his butt all day. And we all, you know, like to think of him as having no power, but he's the king of England. If he calls up Keir Starmer and says, hey, we should probably do this instead of that, Keir Starmer is going to listen, right? When your king calls you and tells you something, you listen. So this all comes from the top. It has to. There's no way the royal family hasn't had their blessings and endorsement of all of these policies from day one. You'd be naive to think that the royal family in England doesn't control all of this stuff.
100%. 100%. Didn't they have a Muslim day at the castle the other day at the, I can't remember what it
Sure.
was. It was for Ramadan or something. I can't remember.
I don't doubt that in any way, shape, or form. I mean, of course they did.
Yeah. So absolutely, this is coming top down. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's just interesting to, have that perspective. It changes everything when you really think about it. This is just planned, and the royals are the ones doing it. And I'm sure there's royals in other places that are all hand in hand, creating the world of the future, right? Making
That's what it seems to be.
bend to their will. And why not? You're a king. Why wouldn't you do that? It's what kings do. If you don't do that, you're really not being a king now, are you?
That's the way they seem to act and behave. Yeah, I mean, it's very very interesting how Europe has gone this direction so uniformly. It's clear that there's direction to it.
Yeah, and it's called the World Economic Forum and the Bilderbergs and all of these wonderful, gatherings of top secret people with all the power in the world who write, the future right there. If you go there, you know what to buy, you know what to sell, you know what to trade, you know where to be in the markets, you know everything. And, the price of nickel going to be in 6 months? Just go there and ask somebody.
Yep.
In Germany, there's an interesting case arising of a woman named Naomi Seibs, Seibts. And she's seeking asylum in the United States. She says that if she goes back to Germany, they could imprison her for her political beliefs. And so she wants asylum here in the United States and is asking for presumably Donald Trump to give her that nod. And I hope he does. Why not? They're trying to ban the AfD there, the Alternative for Deutschmark. The most popular party in Germany today with like 30-some% support. All these other parties with 10 and 12 and 5% support want to band together and kick AfD out of existence.
Put people in jail too. They want to arrest members of the party and put them in jail. They've tried multiple times.
Mm-hmm. And, if Antifa goes and attacks you, so what? Are we going to go after the guys? No, they're Antifa. We can't find them.
Yeah. Germany's in trouble. I think in some ways, Germany is much worse off than England. They have gone way down the primrose path of destroying their industrial base and their economy to the point where it may take decades to recover, even if they get the AfD in charge of anything. And they have just as bad, if not worse, problem of the immigrants because their country has been importing them. So,
well, and one thing, we don't share a language with them, right? So we don't get. I can just pop over on YouTube and watch anybody from England, and if they speak English, lo and behold, right? But you watch a German one, you have no idea. You need subtitles or whatever. So there's that barrier. Then there's the barrier of them not being allowed to even post the types of things that even the UK can. In the UK, you can walk around with a camera on the sidewalks and film everything you see. You can't do that in Germany.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of gaps like that, and you add them all up, and we just don't get the transparency into the country like we would get in, say, the UK or another English-speaking country, Canada, right? So we just don't get that transparency. But at the same time, like you said, it's happening, and it's probably worse than what we're seeing in England. We just can't see it because it's hidden behind, these barriers. And here's a perfect example of this woman who's really just kind of like if she was in America, she'd be part of TPUSA and going around with those types of organizations. And
very basic conservative. Yeah.
I mean, nothing radical, but yet the far left see it as radical. It's jail-worthy, man.
Yeah, that's a threat to their power structure.
Are we going to break?
Anyway, we got to go to break. I was just looking up. And so, folks, this is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back after this message.
All right, we're just a little bit over, like a minute and a half.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I looked up and saw it was 7:56. I was like, oh, that's the 10
No,
minute.
you gotta watch when
We're only
I
on
put
the air for 10 minutes, and that one it goes by quick.
when I put the yellow up on for raising my hand. That means you're over or right up on it. We're gonna lose this room, so.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's go, and
All right.
I'll see you on the other side. All right, Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show will continue when I get the next room up and rolling with Willie the Worm Farmer. We're on radio break right now, but going to get Willie in here shortly.
Hello.
Hello. Where's that Willie guy? Hey.
Hi.
Change over on the OBS.
Is Willie coming in tonight?
It's Sunday. He's supposed to.
Probably.
Yeah, until I talk.
You know, like last week though, he wasn't here when we started, so we just started without him, and then he came in. And it's like, okay.
He'll just wander in, saunter on in.
Yeah, who knows?
Willie's on his own time.
That happens. Especially when you're a man on the go like he is.
Oh,
got all
yeah,
those
you know.
businesses and things doing.
All those ideas.
Yep.
And there's also like a 20% chance that he just has no idea daylight savings, you know, and he was looking for us an hour ago and gave up.
Mm-mm.
It is always a possibility.
I messaged him earlier, and he's like, the link don't work. I'm like, we're not on air yet. Of course not. The link won't work until we get on air.
Silliness.
When he comes on, just tell him, hey, check the link. It works.
Or tell him the old fall forward, spring back.
Yeah.
How it works.
Yeah.
When I fall forward, I don't spring back anymore.
No.
Not anymore.
It's rough. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Willie. Where is you at?
I know it's funny watching little kids. They can just like take the most hairy like falls ever, you know, and they don't even blink.
Yeah, I was watching some college football this weekend, and there were some guys that just got twisted up, and I'm just like, oh my, how are you not dead? Pops up. He's like, I'm good. I'm like, to be that again. I remember a few from back in the day when I played of getting rolled up pretty good and popping right back up. But you see it happen at the age I am now, and it's like, yikes.
Yeah.
Check your spine.
Yeah. Oh God, my spine. One wrong hit to that bad boy, and I'm done.
Yeah.
He said, okay. I just messaged him again. I'm like,
Genocide in Nigeria, okay. So I got a Tom Elliott supercut. Those are the ones you don't like, Mark.
huh? Tom Elliott.
The supercuts. Yeah, Tom Elliott. He's a what does he run again? He's does these supercuts. Here, I'll play one for you.
We will keep this promise to the American people. If you like your doctor, you will be able to keep your doctor.
Oh yeah, you can
Period.
keep
If you
that.
like your health care plan, you'll be able to keep your health care
But I
plan.
can't credit it
No.
because there's like 20 clips in here that
Yeah.
all are just Obama saying you'll be able to keep your, you know,
And
keep your doctor, keep it won't go up.
yeah, that was all nonsense. That guy, man, I tell you, the Obamacare, it was like just one of the biggest disasters economically for this
Ever.
country. Yeah.
The website alone would have crushed like a country like France, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the website was like what, $4 billion, and it never worked.
Never worked right. Yeah. Didn't they have to? Didn't they end up making a different one after the fact or something? I know
Like,
it
yeah, there's
changed
a
couple
WordPress
times.
plugin that'll do this whole thing.
Yeah.
A WordPress
yeah.
plugin.
Exactly.
Oh my God,
like,
he
you
wants
guys
a
are trying to
link
reinvent
now.
the-
Oh my God.
Such a slacker, Willie.
Really? Really, Willie? A link? There, I gave him the link. Oh boy. I've been trying to call him, but I guess maybe he's not using the same. Yeah. I just. What? He'll just pop in now. There he. See.
Oh.
Hey,
What's
Hey,
going on,
The
Willie?
link works.
hey.
You have to wait until we go live.
Yeah, hey man. Like a ham. How son? How y'all doing tonight?
Good, good.
Good, man. How you doing?
Oh man, we hanging
I
in
heard-
there.
I heard some of your
I-
monkeys got loose.
Yeah, man. Hey, I want to tell y'all about that, man. I want to tell y'all all about them monkeys. hey, y'all live yet? Me? Y'all still in commercial, or what are y'all doing?
We're waiting for
We're
you,
still in
and
commercial right now.
yeah.
Well, howdy to that there, Doc 69. How are you?
Doing well, Willie. Glad to hear your
Hi.
voice.
Hey, man, they giving them hecking back up there in Washington, man. Where you live up there in Washington, or California? Yeah, that's California. Yeah, it's.
I mean, basically, it's the same thing. Basically.
Yeah, it's all the same, man. Washington, California, Oregon, they all
All
the
right,
same.
get ready for your countdown. 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition. Today is November 2nd, 2025, and we're going to dive into some information. I covered this Wednesday extensively. In Mississippi, there was a truck that fell over on its side. Inside were a bunch of monkeys that came from, quote-unquote, Tulane University, which we all know what that is. And they got loose. They had the COVID, hepatitis C, and herpes. And they got loose in Mississippi. And I have a guest right now that's going to explain some of what happened. And when I heard Tulane University, as in TWO lanes, to like a trucking university, I thought of you. I knew that was your monkeys, Willie.
Yeah, no, hey, that's why I want to interrupt you, man. Hey, and I am definitely sorry for interrupting you. Hey, but something's got to be told, man, about them monkeys. Like, yeah, they're lying all day. They lie like a dog in the Carolina sun, man. Hey, and it's good to see
Are
you.
they
out
or
there.
are they not your monkeys, Willie?
No. Well, hold on a minute, man. I got to tell you. I mean, I got to not be rude, man. I got to talk to folks. Like, hey, Mark. Hey, how are you, Mark? Mark, the producer.
I'm doing pretty good, but how do monkeys lie? They can't even speak.
Yeah, good. Hey, just hold on a daggity daggum moment, man. I got this. I want to talk about it, but I got to say hey to folks, man. I'm trying not to be rude. Hey, I took a class on how not to be rude. Actually, it was how not to be something else, but it's kind of like a cuss word, how not to be that. And I'm trying not to be that. I'm trying to be nice and sociable.
Doc, you notice
So
I
need
didn't
to
say hi to you?
help. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay.
Hey, I'm
He
trying,
just skipped
man.
right over you.
I'm
Because he
trying.
owes
I'm trying.
he owes me cockroaches. That's why.
I'm trying. Look at him, Mr.
Wait, you
Doc
still haven't got your
69.
cockroaches?
Yeah, hold on. Doc 69, hello to you too. Hey,
Hello,
but
Willie.
okay, hey, and for all y'all out there in Radio Land don't know, I got to introduce myself. My name's Willie Lee. I run Willie's Worm Farm down in Waldo, Florida, and Willie's Cricket Emporium up in Sandy Run, South Carolina. I sell worm hot dogs and pea jugs too. Hey, and I got some cockroach milk and cricket flour and some other endeavors, man.
No,
hey,
you
but I want
don't.
to talk.
No, you
No,
don't.
but hey. Yeah, but
No,
hey,
no.
I'm not. Hold on.
Doc tried to buy some of that stuff from you.
No.
He sent the money to Saul, and you never
No.
got nothing. So you're just peddling fake air is what you're doing. You got nothing
Yeah.
for sale. You just take the
Yeah, but-
money and you run.
Yeah, but no, hey, that's all good, man. I got to get up with all good. Hey, and I got a whole bunch of stuff going on, y'all. Hey, you sidetracking me, man. Look at him. I want to tell y'all about the monkeys. Look
All
at
right.
him.
All right,
I
let's go.
was cruising along, man. Hey, y'all know I race cows. We race cows up in Livonia, Georgia, and down in Orangeburg, South Carolina. And I got some cows that I
Racing
crossed.
cows.
Yeah, they're racing cows. I got some racing cows out of Kentucky. Where I bred some horses with some cows, man. And I got some horses out of Gainesville. Hey, because that's horse country down in Gainesville, man. And I bred them with some cows, but they don't look like horses and cows. They still look like cows. So the judges or whatever, they can't tell that they got horses in them. So I got some fast cows, man. Hey, but I was on my way down to Texas to get me some cows. Hey, and I was coming back out of Texas, and I come through Mississippi. Hey, and I seen it, man. I seen it with my own two eyes. Hey, it was a tractor trailer truck, and it was turned over, man. Hey, and monkeys was running all over the place. They had some of the monkeys was caged up, and some of the monkeys, they was running around loose and stuff, man. Hey, man, but hey, then I watched them. Some of them monkeys, they was letting the other monkeys loose. Hey, they was picking the locks on the cages and stuff, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, and I pulled over, man. Hey, and I got to looking at them and everything, and I did the monkey call like I do with my monkeys, and I went, giddy, 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 giddy. Hey, that's how you call a monkey. And I went giddy, 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 like that, man. Hey, and the monkeys come running, they piled up in the van. I got me 40. I got me 40 of them monkeys, man. I got 40 of them. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, they run around. I got them in a little house. I ain't got them in a cage, man. I got them I got them here at the house here in South Carolina, and I'm gonna take them down to Florida too, man. Hey, but not. Hey,
you know they have.
Don't they?
No, what?
Don't they have hepatitis?
No, that's just,
Yeah, I was just gonna say they got COVID,
I-
hepatitis, and herpes.
No, hold on a doggity doggone minute, man. That's why I'm trying to get around to tolding y'all if y'all pay attention. Hey, y'all,
All right.
What, if you just don't
sidetracking me,
sleep with them, you're good?
Yeah. No. Hey, they talk. They talking monkeys. They are smart. They what they call lab monkeys, man. Lab monkeys, like a lab dog, but these ain't
Sounds
lab
like the
dogs.
plot of a movie.
Hey, these are lab monkeys, and they can talk. And man, hey, they have done told me some stories about what goes on in them labs, man. They get to be sleep deprived, and they get to be shot up with all kind of stuff, man. But ain't nary one of them got no kind of. Now look at it, that's all a lie. Ain't none of them got no hepatitis. Ain't none of them got no STDs. Ain't none of them got no COVID. Well, that's one of them. He had like he was a little
So
bit
they're
sick,
not
man.
Democrat monkeys then.
Yeah, not Democrat monkeys. I seen it. I better not get started on what I've seen about. I got cages down at Walmart. No, stop it. Stop, Willie. Stop where you at, man. You're gonna get in trouble. I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, you better stop.
No, hey, no, listen up, though. You're sidetracking me, man. I got stuff I want to tell y'all. Hey,
We'll
these
get on it.
monkeys.
Let's go.
Yeah, hey, look at everything I'm telling you is the gospel truth, man. Hey, if you don't believe me, just ask me. I'll tell you. I'll tell it to you like it is, man. Hey, 40 monkeys. Hey, ain't none of them got no STDs. Ain't none of them got no hepatitis. Ain't got none of them sick or nothing, man. They smart monkeys, man. Hey, they sit in their cages. Hey, they read newspapers and they put the clothes on and they know how to even go to the bathroom when they supposed to, man. It ain't like you got to put a diaper on them or nothing, man. Hey, because I seen that too, man. Hey, I
Well, they're
watched that
definitely
video.
not Democrats then.
Yeah, no. Hey, they smart monkeys. Hey, this ain't no lie, man. Hey, and I got to thinking about diapers, man, and stuff like that. And hey, we found. I got, man. I'm getting all sidetracked and stuttering and stuff, man. I got to get my thoughts straight. I got to calm down because y'all getting me sidetracked, man. Because I wanted to talk about diapers
we can
now.
go to break if you need a few minutes, if you'd like.
No, man. Hey, there's this woman. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to give y'all some history about something or another. Hey, this is history. This is the true story and I'm going somewhere with this, all right? So y'all don't sidetrack me. Hey, there's this woman, and her name was something or another, and she invented the coffee filter, man. She invented the coffee filter. Her name was Melita something or another. I can't remember what her name was. Melita. Anyway, I had it wrote down, and now I can't find my paperwork or nothing, man. Hey, but she invented the coffee filter. She got a hold of some of her kids' homework, and back then, way back when, they didn't know how to filter coffee. So she ended up poking holes in the paper and using the paper for a coffee filter, and that's where the Melita coffee company come from, man. Hey, and that was just an invention. And I got to thinking about how inventions need to be invented and stuff, man. And I got to thinking about diapers and how these diapers they need to be redone and everything. And I figured out a way where you can make these diapers, and they got these like side rings on them where it can hold more poop, and that way people ain't gonna change the baby's diapers as much, man. Hey, but here's what I need.
So you just pull it off. You pull a little string and it pulls it into a side compartment, and they're not sitting in their own filth anymore. Their filth is just tucked over to the side.
Yeah, hey, that's exactly right, man. It holds more is what it does, man. It holds more. But I got all these monkeys and everything, and what I'm gonna do, hey, and y'all can't tell nobody I got all these monkeys, because I might get them. People might want the monkeys back. So everybody out there in the audience, y'all can't.
Willie, you're on the air right now.
Yeah,
you're talking about this on the radio.
Yeah,
I'm not going to tell anybody, Willie. You're fine.
Yeah, no, hey,
I won't tell anybody, but you just told a couple 100,000 people.
Yeah, no, man. Hey, your audience has got to be honest. Y'all can't rat me out, man, because I'm going to take these monkeys and I'm going to make a monkey band, man. I'm going to teach them how to play banjos and guitars and fiddles and stuff like that, man. Hey, we're going to have us a monkey band. And hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary, if you're listening, don't rat them out, okay, Gary?
Yeah, Gary. Look at him. I'll come up with an idea though, man. Hey, put suspenders on diapers too. That way I keep the diapers from falling down, man. Put suspenders on diapers. Hey, you ever see them little kids at the beach and the diapers get full of water and they swell up and everything, man? Hey, if them kids had suspenders on their diapers, they wouldn't fall down, man. I'm telling you, you got to have ideas, man. Hey, here's another idea.
My idea is to never leave a child alone with you ever.
That's probably a good idea. Probably.
Hey, I have them out there looking for worms, man. Hey, but no, y'all sidetracking me. Look, I come up with another idea.
Too good for finding worms.
Yeah, hey, they do, man. That's the truth. Look at him. Oh, son. Hey, Doc 69. Look at him. Hey, I need. Hey, can you please, man? Hey, I just need a little bit. Hey, I ain't begging or nothing. I ain't
just
begging
a little
or
bit
nothing,
of Bitcoin,
man. Hey, and if
Always
anybody
asking for my money. I want
Yeah,
my
no,
cockroaches, Willie.
Yeah, it's just, hey, all I need is about $20, man. Hey, I want to print up some bumper stickers,
I
man.
wanted some cockroaches,
Yeah,
and I didn't get them.
Hey, look at here. Here's what happened. Hey, for all y'all out there don't know, man. Hey, y'all look it up. What he's talking about is cockroach milk, man. Hey, and I had cockroaches, and I was milking the cockroaches. Hey, and it's nutritious. Y'all look it up. Y'all think I'm crazy and all that, but y'all can Googleize it. Cockroach milk. Hey, and Aunt Mama Lou, she had a load of cockroaches that she brought out of Venezuela, and Donald Trump. Hey, I love Donald Trump, but he blew up her boat. Killed all the guys. He thought it was a drug boat or something, man. That thing went sky high, went kaplooey. Hey, that's where your cockroach milk went to, man, Mr.
True.
Doc 69. Hey, but look, hey, we gonna make it up to you, though,
All right,
man.
Doc, I voted for that, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Hey, no, hey, MAGA. Hey, y'all know the MAGA movement, man. Hey, I want to start the MAGA movement. Hey, and all y'all. As a matter of fact, hey, all about $20 from all of y'all. Hey, I can buy some coffee mugs and ink pens, and I can buy like some hats, man. Give me some of these red hats, and it's gonna say MAGA on it. MAGA. It ain't MAGA. It's MAGA. Yeah, no, hey, and what that stands for?
What's that mean?
Yeah, hey, what that stands for is make mental asylums great again. Look at him. Hey, crazy people out there. I've seen them. Hey, hold on. Man, they crazy people. I watch them on TikTok, and I watch them on these other, what they call platforms and stuff, man. Hey, people is crazy, man. They crazy. Hey, I seen this one
Yeah, you're
woman.
not lying.
Yeah, no, hey, I seen this one woman. She had like this nose ring, and off of her nose ring, it had a chain, and the chain went to her ear, and then the chain went from her ear to around her neck, inside of her shirt, and I ain't sure what it was attached to inside of her shirt, man. She had like these tattoos and stuff all over her face and stuff, man. And I'm like, how in the world is that woman gonna get a job? She's crazy, I'm telling you. Like
She wants to read poetry when communism comes in.
Yeah, no, poetry. Hey, look at him. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something about some news, man. Hey, Muggle. Y'all ain't never heard of Muggle. See, I know what the real news is out there. Muggle. Hey, this
is
here
that
is
Harry
what,
Potter? What?
Yeah, no, yeah. Hey, you're smart. You're smart because Muggle is a nod to the Harry Potter series. Hey, look at him. You smarter than Bullhorn Barry. I ain't gonna lie. I like Bullhorn Barry, but I think I like you a little bit better.
He's only saying that because you owe him money.
Yeah, no. Hey, now listen up, man. Hey, they got a pumpkin, man. Hey, this thing is a world record pumpkin. They just grew it this year, man. It's got a circumference of 21 feet and 3.8 inches, something or another, man. Hey, but that's what.
So like 4 inches smaller than Mama Lou?
Yeah, no, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all about Aunt Mama Lou. Hey, no, but this pumpkin, man, it weighs 2,819 pounds. A pumpkin.
Wow.
And they call it
21
Muggle.
feet across.
Yeah,
That's
man.
You could make like a house out of that.
There you
Yeah,
go.
hey, and what they gonna do? Hey, I'm gonna get me a bunch of these pumpkin seeds, man, and next year I'm gonna grow them, and I'm gonna have Aunt Mama. I'm gonna put Aunt Mama Lou's sisters inside of them like birthday cakes and let them do parties. I ain't pop out the pumpkins. Hey, no, but not. Hey, but they call this thing. They call it Muggle. Muggle the pumpkin. From the Harry Potter series, 21 feet, 2,819 pounds, man. Hey, and I've been looking at other stuff too. Hey, this is bona fide news. I ain't gonna tell you about that, and I ain't gonna tell you about this. Hey, but here's something I'm gonna tell y'all about, man. Hey, I was researcherizing stuff, man. Hey, did you know that the shortest war in history, man, was the Anglo-Zanzibar War. Hey, it happened August the 27th, 1896. Hey, and I'm telling you this for a reason, man. The Anglo-Zanzibar War, hey, in 1896, it lasted about 38 to 45 minutes, man. Fought between the British Empire and the Sultanate of Zanzibar. And Zanzibar is no
They made a
longer
movie about that, didn't they?
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Hey, but you're sidetracking me, son.
We should look it up on Google real quick while you're talking.
Yeah. Hey, but the thing about it is, though, man, is I've been in contact. No, hey, there's this guy, man. He told me that if I can send him some money, hey, if I can send it, because he is the heir to the throne of Zanzibar. Now, Zanzibar nowadays is like Zimbabwe. Hey, that's where Zimbabwe is. It's Zanzibar. No, it ain't. I'm lying, man. It's Tanzania. Hey, that's what they call it now.
Okay.
It's called Tanzania now, man. It's in East Africa. But this guy, he lives in Tanzania, and he told me in no uncertain terms that he is an heir to the throne of Zanzibar. Hey, and all I got to do is help him get back into power again, man. Hey, and all I got to do, I can cash app him $20,000. That's all he needs is $20,000. Now look at him. If y'all want to get hey, if y'all want to get in on the ground floor, I can let you in on the ground floor for just a small donation. And anybody out there that wants to help donate, y'all can contact me at my website.
No. Well, you cannot be. This sounds like an obvious scam. So you cannot be soliciting our listeners to raise money for an obvious scam. I will not allow it, Willie. That's
I think
obviously
he's a Somali pirate.
You're going to get ripped off.
Yeah, I think
right?
he's a pirate. I don't think he's from Zanzibar.
Yeah, no, he said that he said he's got papers, man, that he is heir to the throne of Zanzibar and he needs funding. I got it right here. I don't think the fella's lying to me, man.
Remember when you were doing those deals with the king of Nigeria or the assistant to the king of Nigeria? Yeah. How'd that go?
Hey, the representative, hey, don't talk bad about the representative for the King of Nigeria, man. Hey, me and him still in contact, and we still friends, and he still listens to your show, man. Hey, not only does he listen to your show, he's got all his friends, about 20,000 of them listening to your show, too, man. Hey, but I got some other stuff I want to tell y'all, man, because y'all fitting to cut me off.
We got 1 minute before we got to go to break, okay? 1 minute.
Hey,
take
Hey, look at him.
Go.
Hey, they gonna stop selling pennies, man. Hey, and I got a bunch of pennies. I got gazillions of
from
pennies.
1982 and before.
Yeah, they're gonna stop. Hey, I'm gonna sell pennies. I'll sell y'all pennies for a nickel a piece, man. Hey, that's how much they're gonna be worth, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got gazillions of them, man. Y'all can come down to the farm and I'll give y'all pennies for a nickel a piece. Hey, that's how much they're gonna be worth, man. Hey, and something else real quick, just real quick, man. I want to tell y'all.
You got 30 seconds. Go for it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna talk about flat Earth too. Hey, but Erica Vance, Erica Kirk, and JD Vance, they was on stage hugging, kissing. Hey, they were doing everything but gyrating. Hey, y'all see that?
Oh, come on now. That's not true. That's not true, really. All right, folks, we're going to go to break. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We'll be right back after this.
At the flat Earth, man. Hey, look at
You got it in. You got it in.
Hey, y'all see them?
That was really low. All right.
No, man. Hey, y'all see them on stage? They was hugging up on each other. She was grabbing his head and everything. And I seen a meme of one of the videos. And she was gyrating up against him. I like, doggone. That's what it looked like, too, man. They were getting just a little bit too close and personal. Hey, but that's what they're going to try to do. I think it's going to be J.D. Vance and Erica Kirk for president and vice president. What they're going to try to do. That's what they're setting up for right now. But hey, y'all see that hug, man? That's the talk of the town. How like a him.
I did hear a bunch of people talking about it. I think it's silliness, but you know, people are going to be silly. I don't find it as outrageous as some people do. But I mean, you know.
Hey, her and Trump was real close too up on stage. I'm like, doggity doggone, man.
I'm a libertarian, though.
I-
You should see the libertarians, what they say about some of the politicians. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, you know.
Mm. Libertarian is a great idea. I mean, I agree with it, but man, is it executed worse than any other.
Well, it's the same with any political philosophy in general. It comes down to the person executing it. And if the person that's executing it has an improper understanding of or even has bad intentions, it can be used same as anything, you know.
I used to be a fan of Ross Perot, and what did he have? The Constitution Party, wasn't that his?
Yeah, I was a big fan of Ross Perot. I got my parents
like
to
that,
vote for him.
yeah.
I wasn't able to vote yet, but I got my parents to vote for him.
Yeah, no, I voted for Ross Perot,
I
man.
did too. I did. I voted
I did
for
too.
Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a big fan of
Giant
Ross.
sucking sound.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
I didn't really care for his running mate, the Admiral dude.
Oh God,
But
that guy.
he
could have picked. He could have picked someone a lot better. But you know,
yeah.
I seen where he was going with it. All right.
So
that's But Ross is
Well, he
what
was
we
the
really
first one
needed
to
back
really-
then too. If we could have got him,
would have prevented a lot
it'd
of
be a
where
totally
we're at
different
now.
country. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me
I
tell
mean,
you. Let me get
he
the.
was gonna take
let me
a
get the card
chainsaw.
shows up.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. He was the first politician to do what Trump eventually did, which is go to the podcasters and talk to the general people. By doing those, half-hour talks, he would buy the time for. Like that was genius because it actually let people know what serious problems were going on with the government. It was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that. It was pretty neat.
Yeah.
That's what really got me, like paying attention to all that stuff.
But anyway, it's been fun, fellas. I appreciate you.
As always.
Yeah. Hey.
And you still owe Doc some money. I want to see that wrapped up before next week. Okay?
And check your clock next time. All right.
And get him his damn cockroaches.
And links don't work until we go live. Remember that.
The link you sent me was a Facebook link.
Right, and it won't go live until I go live.
I get that, but I'm just saying as far as a Teams link, I did not have access to a Teams link.
Oh, I sent that to you, but you were already in the call, but you weren't answering it.
I didn't
30
hear
seconds.
It.
Yeah.
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Hi, see ya.
Well, at least we're on talking terms. Instead of talk at terms. Look out, cats, dogs, and kids. Here it comes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you are live and on the radio side for the last portion of the show right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for November 2nd, 2025. With me tonight, I've got Doc Tor 420 in the house. How you doing, Doc?
Doing well. Always good to come hang out with you and Willie and Mark.
Yeah, it's always a good time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's see. You're into a lot of the, computer stuff going on, Bitcoin, the realms, all the, hackers, all that. Did you hear about what happened to University of Pennsylvania this week? They got hacked.
I did hear about that. I read the little email he sent out. It was very entertaining. It was very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of hacktivism that I grew up with, like the 90s, like Anonymous before they got crazy. That's the kind of stuff they would do. They would expose, corruption, bad behavior, that kind of thing. It's very funny, but it's it's not surprising that the university system has some rebellious people coming back and giving them what for, especially how they've been treating the men folk these days.
Mm-hmm. So let's see here. This is a letter that went out. Penn GSE Graduate School of Education, University of Pennsylvania. Dear Penn community, the University of Pennsylvania is a dog crap, I'm paraphrasing there, elitist institution full of woke retards. We have terrible security practices and are completely unmeritocratic. We hire and admit morons because we love legacies, donors, and unqualified affirmative action admits. We love breaking federal laws like FERPA, F-E-R-P-A, all your data will be leaked, and Supreme Court rulings like the SFFA, which I don't know off the top of my head. Please stop giving us money. Warm regards, University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
That went out to their alumni, right?
Every one of them, too. I think it went out to their entire email list. So not only was it like Penn, but it was their alumni, the people they go out and get money from. So this is pretty bad for Penn. Bad look all around for Penn.
And it says right in there, your data will be leaked.
Yep. Yeah.
They've hacked into the system and they're telling you from inside the system that your data will be leaked. Like, is that the next step here? Is that imminent?
It could be, or they're just telling you it's an inevitability because of their security flaws. Who knows at this point? I mean, how many companies have been hacked in the last 4 years or held for ransomware attacks?
Yeah. And as you were saying before, these are the types of things you like to see because it's a wake, no harm, no foul kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, we made a fool of you, but now go in tomorrow, your University of Pennsylvania, go to your computer science department and pull out the absolute top brains and tell them to fix this.
Exactly.
I mean, your University of Pennsylvania, I'm sure you have someone on your staff who knows something about security.
You would hope so. I mean, although if it's going by the recent trend of the Ivy League universities, they might not have anyone qualified because they might not believe in reality or that 2 + 2 = 4. Some of those.
Yeah, they don't teach that anymore. Yeah, no, it's all, even in the computer science department, it's just gobbledygook. You go in and learn about how horrible America is and really no computing stuff at all.
Yeah. Getting rid of like the terms master and slave drives and things like that.
Oh, wow. Slave drives? Oh, don't even go there.
Right? Silliness.
Yeah. But it's, I don't know. It's interesting to see something like that happen to such a, prestigious, I guess, university, especially when it gets into the grad schools and whatnot. I know the University of Pennsylvania is like one of the largest universities in the country, isn't it? With the student body.
I don't know if it's largest, but it's one of the elite 8 Ivy League schools. So I mean, it's definitely for a long time considered a top tier college. Interestingly enough, Harvard had a bombing this week as well.
I did see that.
Yeah. So it's I wonder if they might be related in some way. I don't know. They bombed a medical biology department building, and they're looking for the 2 people that were involved. They haven't caught them yet, but you got to wonder if maybe if they're 2 different things, or maybe they're a group of people lashing out against the Ivy League. Maybe.
Are we going to see more of that in the immediate future? Is what you're getting to?
I don't know. Maybe it could go one way or the other.
Let's see here. I'm going to move us on. Woke Hollywood from Gateway Pundit. Woke Hollywood just keeps sinking as box office receipts fall to a 27-year low. 27-year low. We're still talking a lot of money, $425 million in October, but that's going back 27 years to when, they were, last time October was this low was 1997 when combined ticket sales were 385.2 million, not adjusted for inflation. And of course, COVID, the COVID period was not counted in this because it was nothing. But they're not coming back, they're just not coming back from COVID in Hollywood. It just seems that they've set themselves up in such a way that it's just going to be harder and harder and harder for them to succeed, especially based out of Hollywood, California. You know, I think they've laid off, tens of thousands of people in the last few years, and like a third of the employees that used to work for the studios are no longer in those types of jobs. 42,000 jobs, in fact, have disappeared over the past 2 years, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And it's just more garbage.
Yeah.
And AI now is leading the way too.
Yeah, I was just going to say they've started not producing or buying new IP, most of the major studios, and they're making what seems to be a big transition to an AI-driven studio system where they will take actors that they have the rights to their likeness in perpetuity, and that will be the foundations of the movie industry going forward. At least it seems that's the direction they're going. Me and my buddy that do our Wednesday show back last year talked about this quite a bit when there was the strike going on. And it seems like that's the industry's going to try to save itself by adopting AI.
And Netflix, I know, is a big leader in that category.
Yeah.
So, expect that. But the trick is, you still got to have good writing. You still got to have, keep the woke garbage out of it.
100%.
That's the real thing that's just killing Hollywood, because they're just pissing off half the people that go watch their movies.
Yep.
If you're a Kamala supporter, you don't mind seeing, two dudes make out for, 1 hour of a 2.5 hour movie. Right?
Maybe. Some of them
everyone
don't
else is like, God, okay, enough of this. Like, I'm gonna get some popcorn and just wait for you outside.
Yeah, exactly.
They did that to me on so many Netflix shows where I get it one episode in and I'm like, this actually doesn't look bad, and then all of a sudden, boom, episode 2, it's just two dudes making out for it's like, ugh. I don't want to watch a series that's just laden with this stuff. It's one thing to have a side plot or something if it makes sense and adds to the story, but if you just are going to inject it in every single corner because you can, I don't want to watch that, and I'm certainly not going to pay for it.
Well, that's the key part, right? It's not that gay and trans and all this other crazy stuff didn't exist in movies before. It did. We had Sigourney Weaver as the lead role in Alien. I mean, come on now. We had all this stuff before. What it just doesn't fit.
How about the Rocky Horror,
Exactly. I love that movie. And as far as entertainment value goes, it is entertaining, right? But if it's not your kind of thing, you don't have to watch it. There was something else that you could watch in a different genre. There was variety. Now they just jam it into everything with no purpose, for no reason, and it doesn't add to the story. It actually takes away from the story in many cases, and that's the lack of creativity is so terrible.
Yeah, and quite frankly, I get ugh, I don't want to watch that.
Right. I mean,
never in my life.
You got to give
have
people
ever
options, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just make one thing. You're breaking the Michael Jordan rule for advertising, right? Like he always said, like, conservatives buy sneakers too. Like, you don't screw over one half of the people that could possibly buy your product if you're trying to make money. You just don't do it.
Absolutely. But they don't figure out that, they haven't figured that out yet. So guess what? 27-year low in ticket sales for you guys.
Yep.
Got to go back to the 90s. And really, when did all this crap start, right? Around the change of the millennia.
Yeah.
It started picking up speed. And now it's just gotten out of control. Now it's like way out in left field,
Well, it went into hyperdrive when Obama got elected the second time. It went into hyperdrive,
Yeah. And let's see, while we're on Hollywood, let's talk about this one. Again, from the Gateway Pundit, the Billboard Top 40 now contains 0 rap songs for the first time in decades. Okay. The no rap songs are in the Billboard Hot 100's Top 40 for the first time since 1999. That's crazy.
I'm really not surprised. I mean, to be honest, if you're a rap fan, which I am, I like pretty much every kind of music except for pop country. I don't listen to pop country, but the rap music industry has, just like Hollywood, gone completely into one particular style of music, and that's the only thing that gets produced and is reproduced over and over and over again, and every artist does it, and there's just no variety, no creativity. It's all this drugs and sex and just disgustingness, you know. And there used to be other kinds of rap music. There used to be happy rap music. There used to be having fun with your friends rap music. There used to be all kinds of different rap music, and that's just you can't find it anymore because the only thing that the industry puts on the radio is crap.
A funny example, because you just
you cut out on me there.
In 1990, when the one rap song was at number 41. Okay, so when we talk about top 40, the song was Bismarcky's "Just a Friend." You remember that one?
Oh yeah, I know that one. Oh
baby, you got what I need, but you say he's just a friend.
Yep.
Which is kind of funny because that's an upbeat sort of fun rap song that wasn't about just the horrible dark side of life.
Yeah. And that's true it seems to be true across music, that there's very little variety in the pop 40. It's really, you have to find it in independent artists. The independent artist is where the good music is at right now.
Yeah, and I don't see this as a major trend or anything. I just think it's an anomaly. You know what I mean? But it hasn't happened since 1990. So long time.
Yeah.
And this article even talks about a few huge albums that are about to come out that should change that dramatically and very quickly.
Yeah, we'll see if they're any good or if they pay enough to get them on the radio enough times.
Yeah, pay them enough to get them on the radio. There you go. Let's dive into some more Washington D.C. stuff here. James Boasberg was the judge in charge of Arctic Frost, who signed off on all of the warrants and the tapping and all kinds of illegal things, allegedly illegal things that were done to try to get Graham, Lindsay, Cruz, get all these different people on the right to get their metadata from AT&T, Verizon, whoever it was, under really no pretense of anything. Whatever it was made up. Now, Jack Smith was in charge of all this stuff. He was appointed 3 days after Donald Trump announced his run for 2024. And there's a claim that everything he did was, he was illegally appointed. He needed to be passed by the Senate or the House. And that never happened. So he wasn't legally appointed to that position. So everything he did is null and void, including all this stuff. But it's a little late now. The cat's out of the bag. All the spying, 100 different people in Trump's orbit were spied on, were looked into. They did opposition research on them, basically, trying to find the dirt, trying to find what they can. And it seems like this is going to come to a head here, and this guy could clearly be looking at some potential real serious ramifications to his career, if not his freedom. Both of them, in fact.
Yeah. This is actually a big one. This one I think should be getting a little more traction, but the legacy media doesn't want to cover this one very much because it makes the Democrats look really bad. But this is pretty big. There were some serious laws broken in this spying thing, and I'm hoping that this is impetus. I saw that Mike Benz had put out a pretty good post about several laws that were broken by this group of people that could end up creating a kind of a RICO charge. And so I'm hoping that the DOJ pursues this to the highest degree. But, I don't have a ton of faith in Bondi, so we'll see how it goes.
I have that tweet right in front of me here from Mike Benz. He says, here are 3 criminal charges Pam Bondi could immediately arrest Judge Boasberg over for Arctic Frost scandal. The 3rd criminal charge would arrest Jack Smith as co-conspirator with Judge Boasberg. So the things that he quotes are deprivation of rights under color of law, obstruction of proceedings before Congress, conspiracy against rights. And I could read out the 18 USC as the common denominator. Section 242, 241, and 1505, saying the Pam Bondi could arrest him tomorrow, but doubt that'll happen.
I wish she would, but yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Well, I could see a grand jury having a look at this.
Yeah, they should be. At minimum, there should be a grand jury, at minimum.
Yeah. Well, at minimum, there should be congressional hearings and, the whole 9 yards done on the Senate floor in front of, Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz and all the other people involved in this,
Yeah, and televised so that we can get it on the record permanently. That would be nice. But I don't know. I just, the way that things have gone with them discovering these corruption, and this is like the 3rd or 4th really big thing that they've discovered in tearing everything apart, and they haven't done much. And I wish they would commit to something and go all the way with it instead of trying to sprinkle half a dozen different things all at once, Yeah.
And the chairman Chuck Grassley and Johnson sit on the boards of the oversight committees, and they were spied on. And so it's personal, it's personal.
Yeah.
They're not going to let this go.
You would think they would want something done, right? I mean,
you'd think.
Yeah.
But it's lawfare is what it was. Lawfare,
Well,
we'll stop Trump by any means necessary.
It's the same thing as the Russia hoax. It's the same thing as it's all this stuff that they did. I mean, there are so many crimes that the Biden administration and the people associated with them committed. So many crimes, so many violations to the Constitution, so many violations of various protections for civil rights of the people that they went after, that you would think somebody would be put in jail by now or put on trial or something. And it's just, I'm sure Trump feels it. He's put out a couple posts on Truth about it. I'm sure he's a little frustrated with it not going faster. I just hope they get something done before midterms get here and get the base excited again to come out, because if Virginia is any indication, Trump lost a little bit of the populist right, and it's hurting him.
I think it's a much closer race than it would have been without all the J. Jones scandals. You know what I mean? This is really the polling I'm seeing. It doesn't look like Winsome Sears is going to win, but it looks like she's not going to lose by a lot.
Right.
And before all this came down, she was losing by a lot. And J. Jones is not going to win. He's way underwater right now.
Yeah.
Because of the filthy, horrible things he said. And he wants to be an attorney general. You're kidding me.
Right.
No. Of all the power-hungry positions you could be placed into, with so much power over your political enemies, that's the last place a dude like that should be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's good news. Jersey apparently is neck and neck.
I got my fingers crossed from Jersey. There's a couple people that went on the ground to really push out the vote. They're hoping they get that one through. I think in-person voting's on the 3rd or 4th, something like that.
Yeah, it's Tuesday's the day, it all
Tuesday,
goes down Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I mean, in person probably started a little while back, I imagine.
Well, I meant the last day of it is Tuesday, right?
Yeah. Tuesday's the last day. Yeah. Which will be interesting to have a show on Wednesday, and we can all kind of go over and dissect everything that went down and really talk about New York's future, because it's going to be interesting. And you know what? They voted for it. They're going to get it. It's theirs. Own it. You guys are communist city now. Go for it. Look what you did to Donald Trump over real estate, investments that he made. $500 million in fines, and whatnot that he has to, I don't know, it's an escrow, right? I don't know if it's a fine per se at this point, but it's sitting in escrow. That, that's a lot of money. If you're a real estate developer, you're going to look at New York and say, wow, if I like apply privately to a bank for a loan and some rogue prosecutor doesn't like the value I put on my building, I can, be bankrupt.
Yeah. Or if I am already an owner of property in New York, I might have it taken so that the city can build a grocery store for free, I mean, you just don't know. It's going to be wild.
And now that's the thing, right? You got all these billionaires and millionaires living in there, and they're kind of looking over their shoulder in fear because, like you say, they do have massive holdings in the city. And if they say the wrong thing politically or don't support the right people or, are seen as enemies of the socialist government there in New York, then they become an enemy of the people and they can lose everything. It's a communist country. The final, not country, city.
Yeah.
And the end game, in Mamdani's own words, is for the seizure of the means of production.
Right. Yeah.
Right. That's what it is, folks.
They should be looking over their shoulder if they're not. They really should be, for sure.
In socialism, the government controls the means of production. And that sounds really good until you realize that now you've got, like, instead of 1,000 shareholders, you've got, 10 million. None of them really has any stake at all in the company.
Or what if he decides he wants to put a 10% tax on the New York Stock Exchange?
Oh, man. Even a 0.01% transaction tax would destroy. They'd leave in a week. They'd be gone in a week.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm sure they have contingencies in New Jersey where they can just pick it up and move it to New Jersey very quickly. But then, over the next few months, they end up down in Texas or Florida or where,
But what does that do to the nation's economy in the meantime? It's quite disturbing that he's taking over that particular city. I wouldn't be as upset or worried about it if it was, say, Chicago or Seattle or, San Francisco's already been lost to the commies long ago. But, the fact that it's like the financial center, our banking center, it's a little concerning.
Yeah, our financial, hub, like the world's financial hub in many ways, is in jeopardy of having to up and move in the middle of the night to get out, on a moment's notice because there's just too much at stake. Yeah. And they don't see that. He doesn't see it. He would say to them, okay, great. You moved, you're gone. We'll just keep taxing you. It doesn't matter. You were here when we did this, so you're going to pay the tax, period. And then it starts a gigantic, court case that goes up to the Supreme Court ultimately and ends God knows where. But let's see here. One more story I can probably squeeze in here. Top Trump officials are moving into military bases over assassination fears. So you've got, unnamed people. Obviously, they're not going to go through a list of names. I'm sorry. They do, in fact. Pete Hegseth, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Kristi Noem, and others are now living in military bases, housing in the D.C. area. Very interesting, This violence. After Charlie Kirk's murder, you get all these assassination threats, and people take them seriously.
Yeah, it probably makes them more secure in the long run anyway, considering all the violence that's going on. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of terrifying. Also, the kind of the conspiracy theories that have popped up on the left about this, that they're getting ready for martial law. So not only have they scared our people in, but now they're of course worried that they're going to try to take over the country, which will make them more violent. So it's kind of a scary situation, actually. A little more I think people should be concerned with.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's just indicative of where our country is right now. I've never heard in any period of my life where top, officials of any administration were basically hiding out on military bases because the rhetoric from the other side was so overwhelming that their lives were endangered.
Not in America. I mean, maybe in Colombia,
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure it's very common in a lot of those countries, but never in America. So anyway, we are out of time. Doc, where can people find you?
You can always find me on X, Rumble, and of course my favorite platform, Minds.com.
DOCTORE 420?
That's correct.
All right. Folks, we're out of time. This has been the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Thanks so much for listening, and we will see you on Wednesday night right here on the station.
All right. Do you guys want to do an after show or not?
I got to run to the little boys' room. I'll leave it. You guys have a good one.
All right.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right.
Yeah, I'm probably good.
All right. Well, I'll stick around then and get everything switched over so that we can host over on.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
So I can host over to The Great Conspiracy over on Kick. And we'll get him going in just a minute. All right. Come on, click off.